What's up? What's up? What's up, you guys? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. We are here to talk about Next Gen NYC. And honestly, I have a lot to say and not nothing to say all at the same time, if that makes any sense. When we get to the end of my review, please don't let me click off because I do want to talk about the Riley Audriana situation. I have the clip from the after show, and then Audriana was on Watch What Happens Live last night. So I do want to speak on that a little bit more. But excuse me, but I want to do the review first. Hey, everybody coming in. Hey, from Atlanta, Georgia. Hey, Andre. CC Freak said, hold on. CC Freak said that the stuff y'all be saying Portia is doing, this definitely applies to Georgia. I see right through her. I don't think it's directly connected with, I don't see the correlation with Portia, only from the point of view of Georgia is not running the girls on this show. But I do see where Georgia is trying to manipulate people to not be friends with Charlie. She doesn't want Charlie on the show. She doesn't want people to be friends with Charlie. And the more people are like cool with Charlie being around, the more irritated she's getting. From that perspective, I agree with you. But the only reason why I say I don't necessarily make a direct connection is because Portia has more power than Georgia has. Georgia doesn't have any power on this show. Georgia ain't in charge of nothing on this show. But I agree with you that she is trying to manipulate the people to not want to be cool with Charlie. I agree with you on that one. I'm gonna need the help of my gay boys, my gay men. Sorry, I don't want to call y'all boys. I'm gonna need y'all's help when we get to the end of this episode, and I mean that with all the sincerity of my heart. I need y'all's help. But let's talk about it. So this whole episode was Halloween, right? We pick up where we left off after Riley left. The girls, the young ladies are still getting themselves together for this party. Now, my first irritation is I don't understand why y'all can Google everything y'all want, everything else y'all want. Y'all can chat GPT. This generation can internet, chat GPT, Google everything else y'all want. And none of y'all could figure out what the hell the Rocky Horror Picture Show is. You can probably find the movie online. Y'all are right there in New York. It's on Broadway right now. There's a whole revival on Broadway right now. The movie, I'm sure it's on YouTube or streaming somewhere. You mean to tell me that in all of y'all that have everything at your fingertips on your phone and your tablets, none of y'all could figure out what the hell the Rocky Horror Picture Show was? That irritated me. It just irritated me. But that's a small thing. Let me keep going. Hudson, grow the fuck up. Hudson is spinning out of, they said that he used to post Bible verses and stuff on his Instagram. Now he's flexing on his Instagram. He's posting expensive watches and expensive cars and him getting on his private jet and living that lifestyle that everybody thought that he was living anyway because he's a whole millionaire at 20 something years old. Like, he's clearly seeking Audriana's attention. Like, he's clearly seeking that attention, and he's also trying to live this certain, like, put out this certain air about himself. That's my opinion. Hudson is just acting out. Like, it's what it is. He's just acting out. He's being an ass, he does it. And so Shy tells Hudson, hey, I just want to let you know, we talked about this last week, but hey, I just want to let you know that, Liam has been flirting with Audriana. He's trying to get with her. And then Charlie and his rude ass going to say, he's just trying to F your girl. He's trying to F her. And listen, I agree with what Liam said. Liam is like, listen, I'm just trying to get to know her. Like, if it goes down that road, it goes down that road. But I'm not trying to just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I'm really like her, and I'm really trying to get to know her. And at the end of the day, y'all are not together, and we are not friends. Like, Liam doesn't owe Hudson anything. Liam is not friends with Hudson. He don't know Hudson. He wasn't a part of this relationship. When he met Audriana, she was a single woman. And at the end of the day, Audriana, if she thinks it's uncomfortable, she's the one that needs to say, look, Liam, I like you and all, but I think this is a little bit too close for comfort. All of us are in this friend group, and I'm just not comfortable right now. Everything is everything. It's just too much. But Audriana is like, look, I'm cool. I'm down. Like, leave me alone. Let me be what I'm gonna be. I see people saying that Shy was being messy. I don't think Shy was necessarily being messy. I think that Shy was in a situation where him and Hudson are cool. Him and Audriana are friends. He knows that Liam is flirting with Audriana and that Audriana is open to the flirtation, but he also knows how Hudson feels about Audriana. And I think at the end of the day, what he does not want is for the cameras. See, you got to take into account the whole reality TV side of this. I think he doesn't want the cameras to roll shit back and for people to be like, oh, well, look at your messy ass. You see what I'm saying? I don't think he was being messy. I think that he felt like he was in the middle and he was trying to resolve it. And he did ask the girls for their opinion, and they did tell him that he needs to tell that. They said that. They were like, you know, you need to say something. Now, if him and Hudson weren't cool, I could see it. But him and Hudson are cool. Are they best friends? No, but they are cool. They're hanging out. Like, I would feel some kind of way if somebody was sitting in my face, knowing that this dude is pushing up on the girl I'm still in love with, and know how I feel about it, and didn't say nothing to me about it. I would feel some kind of way about it. But Rowan and Ava said it's not Shy's place to say anything. He did it anyway. Yeah, but just because they said it don't make it true. They're coming from the perspective of Audriana. They're not coming from the perspective of him and Hudson. Listen, if I were Hudson and I saw that he knew all of this was going on, yet he was in my face, smiling in my face while I'm talking about, I miss her, I love her, I miss her, I love her kind of thing, I would feel some kind of way about it. I don't think there's any right answer in this situation, in my opinion. In my opinion. Now, I think being messy would be if he were like egging Hudson on and then telling egging Liam on and then telling Hudson, you know, you go fight for your woman. Go get your woman. Then I think he's being messy because, like, you're inserting yourself in this situation now. I think now that's being messy. But I think him just saying, look, I just need you to know. Because you're getting ready to walk into a situation and here's the thing. He may have been walking into that party and Audriana and Liam up against the wall kissing. Like, I'm just letting y'all know what y'all walking into. I'm just letting you know that they done hung out. They might be, who knows what they done, who knows how close they are. I just don't want you to walk in blind. That's my opinion. I think Charlie made it worse when Charlie reduced it to sex. I think Charlie made it worse. Oh man, he just wants to F your girl. I think that is what made it worse. And that's my opinion. But what y'all talking about? Y'all talking about me? Child, y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so all the people get together now. Amira, Ava, Georgia, and Amira's boyfriend, they had a whole nother party to go to down in a whole other part of New York first. Like, it's like this exclusive invite only situation. And basically it was like, if you get invited, you go. Like, I'll meet y'all later, but I'm going to this event first. You know, you get invited here, you better show your ass. So they went to that first, and then they all met up down to the club. Now, what's up, Powerful? Hey, girl. Now, Charlie and Brooks. I told y'all last week how I felt about Brooks. I don't think this is for Brooks. I don't think this avenue is for Brooks. At the end of the line, Brooks is worried about his brand being connected to Charlie. He was like, well, when you Google my name, Charlie pops up. Listen. First of all, Brooks, can we call a thing a thing? What is your brand, sir? You have come out with one clothing line, which was basically the same sweatsuit in different colors. I don't mean no harm and I don't mean no disrespect. Everybody knows that you were on a reality show with this guy. Nobody is worried about your brand being connected to Charlie. It's not that deep. Like, nobody that wants to do business with you is going to Google you and see a picture of Charlie and think that you were in the basement with Charlie with the crypto torture chamber. Like, nobody is going to connect that. And for you, like, there are people on this show that have way bigger brands than yours that are not worried about being connected to Charlie. I think you're being ridiculous. I think you're being ridiculous. And I just don't think this is for you. Now, to be fair, as it relates to Charlie's an ass. Charlie is an ass. Because when he was talking about, you didn't say that about my dad. You didn't say that about my dad. What Charlie said was he would rather be doing anything else rather than sitting here having a conversation with your father about wanting to sleep with your with your sister. It was an uncomfortable conversation. And Charlie, again, maybe he was a little brash in his words, but again, he wasn't talking shit about your dad. He was just saying, look, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be having this conversation with Brooks's dad. Now, when he said F your dad, now, Charlie, you were doing a lot. You were doing too much. But again, I think at that point, he was just frustrated. And he was over the conversation. Was it too much? Yes. Was it some asshole behavior? Absolutely. Which is weird because by the end of this whole conversation, they were friends again. So, like, friends is a strong word. Friends is a strong word. But by the end of this conversation, they were cool again. And Charlie was bringing up a valid point. Charlie was like, every time I come around, you over there giggling and running away from me like a little girl. Like, that is weird. That is weird behavior. Either have a conversation with me or ignore me. But that whole little giggle. And then Brooks was like, well, I do have a nervous laugh. I do have a nervous giggle. I do have a nervous laugh. This is not for Brooks. This is not for Brooks, and honestly, as much as I hate to say it, I don't think this is for Riley either. We're going to get to Miss Riley in a minute. I agree, CC Freak. I don't think he meant F your dad like that. Like you said, right. He was like, what are you talking about? But again, at the end of the day, Brooks, this is not for you. This just isn't for you. You're boring. I'm sorry. You don't really bring anything. You don't, half the time you don't even want to talk to people. You don't want to have a conversation with people. You don't want to talk to people. You don't want to engage. I don't know why you're here. And this whole, you don't want to, you running away. Like, that was just so weird. You running away from, I'm sorry, y'all, my hair keeps itching my back. You wanting to run away from a conversation is just weird. So anyway, but they did talk, whatever. This review ain't gonna be long because this episode didn't really have a whole lot going on. Amira and Georgia have a conversation because Georgia circles back around. Amira circles back around to Georgia as it relates to the situation with the boyfriend. Here's where I'm confusion. First of all, I'm talking about Amira. First of all, Amira, you tried to act like you didn't even have an issue that wasn't even your issue with Georgia. But once Georgia brought it up, you haven't stopped talking about it since. So did you have an issue with Georgia flirting with your boyfriend or not? Because you said that wasn't your issue. Yet Georgia brought it up. You said it was cool, but this is not the second time that you've circled back around because now you want to know who said it because Georgia was like, well, I got it from Charlie. So now you're like, oh, well, I thought my assistant said it, but now maybe it's Charlie. Now here's my issue with that. If you thought your assistant said it, you were way too calm. You were way too, why does my neck keep itching? You were way too calm. that somebody that is in your personal space, that knows intimate things about you, that's privy to private conversations, is telling your business. I think you're way too calm about that. I don't know. Then Georgia tells you that Charlie said it, and then Georgia says, well, I mean, he said some other things too, but I don't know. Like, I don't want to, I don't really want to say, but he said some other stuff too. Georgia, now you're doing too much. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't believe none of what Georgia said. I don't believe that Charlie told Georgia about the boyfriend thing. I think Georgia got it from the assistant. I absolutely believe that's where Georgia got it from. I think the assistant told Georgia's friend, and he told Georgia. I do not believe it came from Charlie, because I don't think that Charlie cares enough. But because Charlie can't remember whether he said it or not, when Amira confronts him, Charlie was like, well, I mean, I might have said it. Like, I don't remember saying it. I might have said it. My bad. Like, maybe I was talking too much. My bad. I think Charlie just fell on the sword with that one, but I do not think Charlie said it. I don't think he said it. Now, I definitely don't think he said the next thing that Georgia said. So Georgia was like, well, he said more than that. He said more than that. So Amira is like, well, what did he say? Like, tell me what he said. Tell me what he said. So Georgia was like, well, he said that it didn't matter about your boyfriend flirting with me because he was gay anyway. Now, this is where I need the help of the LGBTQ community. Amira's response was so extreme. Like, she immediately got upset. She cussed out Charlie. She told him to take her mic off of her. She was like, I'm done. I'm leaving. I'm done. I'm done. I'm leaving. I'm done. First of all, I do not believe that Charlie said that. I do not believe Charlie said that. I don't. Second of all, Amira, if you and Charlie were as good of friends as you claim that y'all were, you claim that y'all were great friends and he was one of your best friends, why would you not go and ask him? Why would you automatically assume that Georgia is telling you the truth? That tells me that you probably weren't as close of friends with Charlie as you pretended to be, because why would you automatically believe what Georgia said? Like, why is her word bond? Georgia is not trustworthy. A man dating someone transgender is not gay. Well, please what is the term? And I'm not saying that to be funny. I honestly don't know. What is the term that we use for a man or woman who dates someone that's transgender? What is the correct term? Because I don't know what the term is. And that's where I was saying I need y'all's help, because I'm not being funny. I don't want to be ignorant, but I really didn't understand that reaction. I don't understand the reaction. So I need y'all to help me, educate me, because I don't get it. And I'm not saying that to be funny. I don't get it. I think that's pansexual or trans attracted. Okay. So, and that's what I was thinking. I was like, is pansexual the proper term? Got it. But let me ask you this. And when I say ask you, I mean in general. Was it that deep, or was it just a matter of educating and correcting? First of all, I don't understand why she automatically believed Georgia. Why didn't you ask Charlie if he actually said it? That's number one. But number two, if Charlie did actually say it, and you really do think of Charlie as a friend, and you love Charlie as your brother, like, I mean, not your brother, but you love Charlie as a friend, why not pull Charlie inside and say, yo, that's some ignorant shit. That is not, like, don't refer to my boyfriend that way. And this is the correct term. This is the appropriate term. Or my boyfriend's not fucking gay. Like, whatever the situation was, but I don't, and see, this is where This is where I feel like we get so caught up in respectability politics that we don't want to educate people. We want to act like every time somebody says something, it's automatic, homophobic, racist, transphobic, whatever. And sometimes it's just ignorance. Because honestly, I didn't understand what he said. That was that response was so heightened. Again, that's just me. I haven't seen that episode, but based on what you said, she got emotional because I'm sure it triggered something about her being clockable or being secretly called a man. But I mean, I hear you, Cajun. I hear you, and I respect what you're saying, but I don't see that. I don't see how that's about her. Look, I don't want to make it a thing, and I certainly don't want to offend people, but I think, and this is why when people, and I know I use this example all the time, but this is why when people make racial microaggressions, and rather than us want to educate them, we just automatically want to call them racist and ignorant and cancel them. Sometimes people they say the wrong thing because they don't know the right thing to say. Again, I don't think Charlie said it, full stop. But if Charlie did say it, I feel like that is a teachable moment, and that's a conversation. Now, granted, in the moment, she may have just been upset and emotional, and when she calms down, maybe she'll be able to have a conversation with Charlie about it. But even for somebody like me, hell, educate me. Educate me. CC Freak said, I think in her head, it was a roundabout way of calling her a man. Okay, Cajun said it's about her because saying her boyfriend is gay means that he is a male dating a male. Oh. Okay. All right, I'm gonna stop there because I don't want to go any further because I don't want to say nothing wrong. Okay, I hear y'all. I doubt Charlie said it. He probably said something else, and Georgia is twisting the meaning. A teachable moment for the viewers. Yeah. Right, Quake. I'm gonna stop right there because I don't want to go no deeper because I don't want to piss nobody off and I don't want to say the wrong thing. So I'm gonna stop right there. Thank you, Cajun. Thank you, CC Freak. I appreciate y'all's insight. I haven't said anything wrong yet, but the next thing that was coming out of my mouth might have been wrong. So that's why I'm just stopping right there. That's the stop sign right there. I do believe Georgia lied on him because he was having conversations. Right. Because I do. And that's why I believe that Georgia lied. I believe that Georgia lied because she was upset that the people seemed like they were being cool and they were becoming friends. So I do believe she lied. This should be a members only. I don't even want to say it in members only. Because I already know. I only want to say it in members only. I'm good. I'm done. I'm good. I just know for me, I understand pansexual, and maybe pansexual was the better term. I don't think Charlie is that evolved to make the differentiation between gay, pansexual, bisexual. Like, I don't think, and I don't know Charlie. I just know what he gives us on television. I don't think Charlie is that advanced to get into the weeds. I think if Charlie said it, this is how I took it. And again, I hear you, CC Freak. I hear you, Cajun, and I respect what y'all told me. I hear you. But what I heard, well, where I felt was, if Charlie said it, which I don't believe he did, but if Charlie said it, I believe he said it in a way that to tell Georgia, it doesn't matter anyway because he's not attracted to you. Like, you're not his type. He wouldn't be attracted to you. You see what I'm saying? I feel like if it were said, I feel like it was said in that aspect. But again, I hear what y'all are saying too, CC Freak and Cajun. I respect what y'all are saying, that she may have taken it as a backwards way of calling her a man. Like, I get that. I get it. I didn't see it from that perspective in the moment, but I see what y'all are saying. I hear you. Can't wait for the reunion. Yeah, I definitely can't wait for this reunion. And yes, Andy is giving this. Yeah, oh yeah, they're getting a reunion this season. Yeah, they've already confirmed that they're getting a reunion. Yeah. Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on. My air conditioner is I have on shorts right now and I'm freezing myself. Hold on. Let me turn this air down a little bit. Y'all, I am freezing right now. Hold on. I usually turn my air down during the day. I turn it up at night and I turn it down during the day, or vice versa, whichever. But when I went to the gym this morning, when I came home, I was hot and I needed to. So I just took a shower and stuff. So I need to. Now it's too hot. All right. Now let's get into this. Because that, like I said, that episode, I don't have much more for that episode. Now let's talk about this Riley situation. So I found the clip from the after show. I'm going to play y'all the clip from the after show. Y'all told me last week that I'm sorry. Y'all told me last week that in the after show, Riley basically doubled down. So I found the clip. So I'm going to let y'all hear it. And then I have some things to say. And then Audriana was on Watch What Happens Live last night. And I'm going to talk about what she said. So
Riley is one of my absolute best friends. You know, how much I literally adore this woman and love her. I know her heart and I know how good of a person she is. This year, we're definitely navigating our friendship. You guys heard her talking to me at my house.
I just don't want to feel like everyone has someone that's always there except for me.
And I was at a loss for words because I was like, really thought she was going to like come over and be like, thank you for having my back.
Now, let's start there. I don't understand what Riley is saying when she says, I don't want to feel like everybody has somebody but me. Riley, multiple people have defended you in multiple situations last season and this season. It wasn't just Ariana defending you. It was other people defending you as well. Ava has defended you. Ariana, Gia, like, you know, the guys, Brooks, like other people have defended you, Riley. So I don't understand what you're saying in that moment, but let's go.
You're the reason why all of that happened.
I wish she would have stepped in earlier. I have friends who step in as soon as they see someone disrespecting me.
So again, first of all, she said, I wish she had stepped in for me sooner. I have friends who step in for me as soon as they see me getting disrespected. First of all, why are you not defending yourself? If someone's disrespecting you, why are you not speaking? Why are you waiting for other people to defend you? I don't understand. If you're sitting there now, yeah, defend me in rooms I'm not in. But if I'm sitting there and the person is in my face disrespecting me, why does somebody else have to defend you? But let me keep going. Now, this is the after show, which means everybody has seen the episode. So, Riley, you have seen the episode. You saw how you were acting. You saw what you said. You saw what you did. And this is your response, okay?
I'm going to wait until after they've already done it. Said it several times. And then once she sees me about to say something really offensive, then that's when she wants to step in. And now I look crazy. But you were.
So the clip that they played, because y'all know I don't play with Bravo like that. The clip that they played was when Georgia was talking to, I don't know who, Ava or somebody, and basically said that Riley was being annoying. Well, at that point, it was after they were already outside. Now, if you guys watched the episode, you remember that when they went outside, that was after Riley had already been snarky to Georgia. That's when they were playing the drinking game, and she told Georgia she wasn't part of the game. That was after she already asked Georgia, do you wash your hands yet? Are you still not washing your hands? Like, you had already been rude as fuck to Georgia before y'all even got outside. So if in that moment Georgia said you were being annoying, you were fucking being annoying. You were annoying me at that point, Riley. And by that time, And that was when you had gotten rude with Ava. Remember, you told Ava to get you a shot, and Ava was like, you need to say please and thank you. I'm not saying please and thank you to you. Who the fuck you think you talking to? Do it. Just do what I said. So again, what are we talking about here?
Acting like that in that moment, she just didn't see it. You got her pizza. You were sticking up for her.
Right. Ariana tried to get the girl water, went and got her something to eat, tried to get her to move away from the table. Like, your friend was trying to help you, ma'am. But you wanted her to do something that she couldn't do because you wanted her to make it seem like you were right and everybody else was wrong. And that's not the case.
Okay, hold it. I got you. Come on. I got you. You were trying to, like, you know, just de-escalate the situation. I didn't want to keep adding to the flame to the fire. I wasn't going to yell at Georgia. I didn't know why we were yelling at Georgia. I still don't know why we were yelling at Georgia. She had valid points. I heard a lot of the things. I was like, period. But it's the delivery.
I think as soon as she heard anyone disrespect me, she should have interrupted, been like, no, that's not okay. She should have.
When did anybody disrespect you, Riley? I would love for Riley to go play-by-play of that scene and tell us when she was disrespected. Now, to be fair, we always talk about production. Maybe something was edited out. But you know why I don't think anything was edited out? Because nobody is defending you, Riley. Nobody. Nobody is saying, well, y'all didn't, like on the after shows when they'll tell you, oh, well, y'all didn't see, you know, Georgia did do da-da-da-da-da. Well, y'all didn't see that part. Nobody is saying that. So I don't think something happened that we didn't see.
Like, walked away with me and we should have left. That should have been the end of that story. I guess I've never had to communicate that because my hometown friends are like, what did you just say? Are you talking to her? Are you talking to my best friend? Oh, let's go, Riley. That's not cool.
I don't know. We have different ideas of support. I don't.
Girl, if you don't go sit your ass down somewhere, nobody did anything to you, Riley. Nobody disrespected you, ma'am. Nobody treated you bad. Like, nobody. When you, like, what are you talking about? Like, were you on this episode?
Really know, which I'm still learning to this day, is like how to be the most supportive friend to her.
I think that's also the issue. I don't really know what I need from her. I think I'm growing and figuring out what I need as just a human being. So I really don't even know what I need, but I know it's not that. And I have people who definitely fulfill me in my life. And I want her to be a part of that life. But it's hard when she's not meeting that criteria. Of course, we're both main characters. We both have our own things going on. So I think it's also hard for us to take care of each other while also taking care of ourselves.
I see her all the time and we have a great friendship. And I think it's just still kind of figuring out these kinks. And
so she keeps talking about what these friends wouldn't do. And my hometown friends wouldn't let that happen. And my hometown friends this, and my friends. Again, what is it? Because you said that they would have said, come on, Riley, let's go. Audriana tried to get you out of there. She tried to say, Riley, let's go. She tried, before y'all even got there, she tried. And let me say something else. I've been giving Riley a lot of grace because I do like Riley. We grew up with Riley. She's not the only Black girl on the show, her and Ava. But we know Riley Bird, right? So I've been giving Riley a lot of grace. If I'm being honest, I have been giving Riley a lot of grace. But we can go back to last season. Riley, you have a stank attitude. Now, I'm going to just go on and say it. I'm going to call a thing a thing. You have a stank attitude. You do roll your eyes at people. You do make faces at people. Your face says things that your words don't need to say. You do say things that are rude. And people let you get away with it. People let you get away with it. I think because Georgia and the whole not washing your hands thing was such a polarizing thing. Like all of us could relate to the, oh, don't touch me because you didn't wash your hands. But if we take Georgia out of it, there were other instances where Riley is just rude. And she does have a nasty attitude. And again, I know I gave her a pass because we grew up with Riley and we like Riley. And, you know, I was excited to see Riley on the show and see what her life was like in New York and her friends in New York. I feel like we did. But at the end of the day, this isn't the first. I think this is the most extreme example, but this isn't the first time we've seen Riley be nasty to people and be rude. So last night on Watch What Happens Live, Audriana told us that Riley has not spoken to her since this episode aired. So when she says she has not talked to me since the episode aired, lets me believe that they were cool after this incident. I ain't saying they were best friends, but they were cool. And once Riley saw it on camera, she's not speaking to Audriana. But I'm going to tell you what the real deal is. Riley's not speaking to Audriana, not because of reliving the incident and realizing how bad it was. I think Riley isn't speaking to Audriana because she's upset at the backlash that she's getting, the fact that public opinion is not in her favor. Like, I have not seen anybody, and I mean, clearly I haven't watched every video or read every comment, but I haven't seen anybody defending Riley on this. Not one. I've seen other YouTubers that are like, Riley, you done lost your mind on this one. And I think she's upset that this didn't go in the direction that I think she thought it was going to go in. I don't think it's so much that she's probably mad at Audriana, but she's mad at Audriana because this didn't go her way. And like I said, I hope Candy then yoked her ass up and told her, this ain't a good look. Thank you. This ain't a good look. Like, I hope she yoked her up and told her this wasn't a good look. I don't know, y'all. I ain't like it. But that's pretty much all I have. Like I said, this episode, it was all about the Halloween thing. And I mean, we saw a little bit more Rowan and her boyfriend and stuff like that, but it really wasn't nothing deep there. And that's all I got. That's 40 minutes. That's all I got. I think I'm going to come back in a few minutes and do a tribe meeting. I got some things I want to talk about on the tribe meeting side. So let me see if I get myself together. I was going to try to do a later tribe meeting, but I got some other stuff going on that I need to get into. All right. We're going to come back in a few minutes. I'll talk to y'all later. Mwah! No, DB, I'm going to have to look it up. I'm not going to just, because I'm not even on the right channel, Cajun. All right, y'all, I'll be back. I'm going to look.